get these mason jars ready for fall. This is going to be a super easy one. Friends, it's Colette with Blessings Craft Therapy, if you didn't know. And if you did, thanks so much for coming back. So I'm going to start by taking some mason jars and painting them all black with this multi-surface paint. And I'm using a dauber. Now, here's a tip for you. Don't do the bottom of the glass. See how I'm going to do all around? Once I'm done, I'm going to be able to use that top or the bottom to stabilize it so I can put it down, and then we can do the bottom of it so that we don't get our hands all dirty. Yay! All right, so then I use, once that's all dry, then I have some orange chalk paint, and I'm using a dauber. I got the daubers at Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to daub the orange. Now, I'm being very mindful to get it pretty much well covered on the bottom, but that ridge where the lid would go, I'm not covering fully because look, you can see the black peeking through, and holy Toledo, it looks pretty. Awesome sauce. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one as I did with the other. See how I'm leaving the bottom I didn't do orange on the bottom yet because I want to be able to use, I want to be able to stabilize the bottom so that I can put it down and not get my hands all dirty again. Perfect. Then I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to do this one with this, it's like a textured chalk paint, and it's like, I think the color that it would correspond to if you were using a regular chalk paint would be, Spanish moss, that's the one. And same process, daubing all over the mason jar, making sure that the edge where the lid would go, I'm not going as crazy because I want that black to kind of pop through. If you don't like the distressed kind of look, then obviously don't do that. And then the last one I did was in red. Again, it's a chalk paint, and same exact process, using a dauber and just going over the entirety of the cup. Again, making sure that I do full coverage on the bottom and not so much around where the lid goes. Even though I'm not using the lids, I know, crazy pants, but we'll use those lids later, so we'll save them. So nothing's going to waste, don't worry. Awesome. I love this red. It goes on wicked red, like lipstick red, crazy, but it tones down, and then we'll tone it down even more in the next step. And you want to make sure that you let it dry really well in between these, because if you don't, then it kind of smears and kind of peels off of your cup, and that's no fun. Another option for you also would be, when this is all dry, to seal it. I did not seal mine. But you could use like a Mod Podge or something like that. Then I'm using a brown wax, and I'm using my blending pad, and I'm just putting some brown wax so that it goes over all of those raised areas. Oh, look at how pretty that is. I love it so much. Super fun. I'm going all over the bottom. You can go as heavy with it or as light. I love the primitive vibe, so I'm going a little more heavy-handed. But again, if you feel like you wanted to go really light, you totally could. You don't have to do it at all, but look at how pretty. Now, this is, oh, look, it's a great decor piece, but to be clear, honestly, this is how I will use mine. I will put silverware in it and use it on my table because, listen, friends, if it's in my house, I have to be able to use it. It can't just be pretty. You got to be useful. Anyways, friends, thanks so much for watching, and I hope this inspires you.